This is a Talk2Jack Podcast with UnkuJack, exploring topics on heart, mind, soul, and the human experience. Let's talk. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Talk2Jack Podcast. I'm your host, UnkuJack, and I am happy, as always, to be spending time sharing my thoughts and ideas with you. So today I would like to talk about a business concept called the Blitz-scaling. That is B-L-I-T-Z scaling. Blitz-scaling is a rapid growth strategy designed to overtake and overpower through dominance of the market by volume. It is something that a lot of tech companies do, and the reason tech companies do that today is because they're more easily scalable than brick and mortar companies, people that actually have a physical product that needs to be manufactured and produced and circulated, distributed to different markets. So it's a lot easier to scale software and solutions and applications than it is to scale physical products in that way. And blitz scaling is committing resources to rapid growth to overtake the market. So as an example, I realize, let me use this example, there is a popular beverage company around the world. I dare say they might actually be the number one soft drink company in the world. And they do exist in Nigeria. And in recent years, there has been a little brand that's been giving them a run for their money. And they did this through pricing, but they also did this through targeted marketing at a certain, target demographic in different parts of the country. Lower pricing, more volume, on a lot of products, right? And they have all of a sudden become a big player. Blitz scaling. They just flooded the market with product, flooded the market first to enter, first to get in there, push the product, push, overwhelming majority in the market. Don't give anyone else a chance. Now, the thing about blitz scaling is that it is very effective if you've got a good product, obviously, and if people want your product, and if you're able to position it properly and get it into the hands of as many people as possible, you're first to market, you're in there, and your company could do very well. There are many good sides to blitz scaling. Once you get in and you establish dominance in the market, you can create a difficult barrier to entry for other brands to come in with the same product, for other products to be introduced into the same market once you've built some level of trust with your customers and with your clientele. There is a problem, though. It is costly to do that. You are hedging against yourself. You are literally committing to yourself. You're committing to your product. You're putting in huge volumes of this product into the market. You're committing significant resources on the bet that people will like it and that people will use it and people will love it and they will hold on to it and they would love you and everything will be great. The problem is when you put in that much of a resource into something, as risky as that is, no matter how confident you might be in your product, what if people don't like it? What if people don't use it? What if they don't take it? You're out of bank, and that can be a very bad place for any business. Second thing that might be negative about blitz scaling is that you essentially you can put yourself in a situation where you cannot sustain the volumes that you're putting out. No matter how good your business is growing, there's only so much you can push at a time. I believe that a popular ride-sharing app had this problem in its early days where they wanted to roll out to as many places as possible. Also, a certain workspace sharing company had a similar situation where they wanted to expand as quickly as possible, dominate the market as quickly as possible, as much as possible. And in doing that, They spread themselves really thin. They didn't have the capital to continue to fund their operations and their expansions, and they weren't outgrowing their returns. Their costs were outgrowing their returns at an astronomical rate. And that was just a recipe for disaster. That was failure waiting to load, and it did load, and it loaded bigly. So Blitz-scaling is a fantastic business strategy for certain products trying to come into the market. If you're a business person and you have a low-cost product that is easily scalable and easy to distribute, for instance, software, you can, or an app, you can blitz scale, but you have to have a plan for beyond that initial push. Once your product curve starts to taper off, you need to have a plan for sustainability. So you need to have a plan to sustain your momentum, to sustain your operating expenses at a manageable rate and maximize your return. I know that this is a little bit different from our usual topics about mindfulness and mental health and all of that, but I have had a few requests of people wanting me to talk a little bit more about business principles as well, and I thought that I would share some of my experiences and thoughts on some of these principles with you as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. Please follow us on social media. That's UnkuJack on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can also check out our podcast on Spotify and Anchor and also Google Podcasts. And you can check out our website as well. It's jackandi.com. That's JACKANDI.com. And you can also send me an email if you want to reach out directly to jack@jackandi.com. That's my topic for today, everyone. I hope you had a great time. I hope you got something practical and useful out of this topic. Stay safe. Have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Have a great life, everyone. And as always, be inspired. This has been the Talk2Jack Podcast with UnkuJack. Tune in next time for another episode.